Good afternoon and welcome back to another ironic introduction to another video. Today I have my final one shot of the Axe 6.2.6 Champion Boss. It was a nail biter. I have here just like a quick screenshot of desperate times come for desperate measures. I was running super low on the units and I didn't have any energy refills. So I was just opening up hundreds of quest crystals fishing for these small energy refills. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the final fight itself. This is a nail biter. Remember, there are timestamps in the description if you want to just jump straight ahead to the rewards opening. I'm going to do an account progress video relatively soon, so I don't go through like my whole account, just a little bit, because I do have a new rank 3 as a result of the rewards. But I'm going to heal up my Sim Supreme and jump into this fight. Now, if you're wondering, hey Jay, can you give me any tips for this fight? The answer is no, not really. Like, I can give you the bare essentials, but as I have done in pretty much all of my major content, I learned the bare minimum I needed to for the fight. So essentially, once you get him to 70%, I think it is, it might be 80%, but pretty much once you get the rotation going, like the first phase triggers, you cannot take any light attacks because they're unblockable. And then once he hits 30%, I think it is, maybe it's 40%, you can't take any medium attacks because those are unblockable. But pretty much what I told myself is once I've dropped my L3, once he goes unblockable, just only punish specials. And then if I only punish specials, I don't have to worry about any kind of unblockable attacks, don't have to think about it at all. So it is literally just pummel into him, drop my L3s. You're going to see here, I'm just going to keep only using parries until it says you know, preliminary event or whatever. It tells you that you've started the next phase of the fight, and then from then on all the way to 10%, my intention is only punish specials, use my special 3 and my L2s when I can, and clean it up from there. And it is just crazy. It's so insane for me to come back to this fight months, I think even a year later from the time I had done my 6.2.6 completion run, and just be here now and see how much easier this fight is because of the reduced block penetration, because of, you know, where I've grown as a player. It's a really good time. And this initial part goes really, really well. I think eventually I'm going to make some mistakes, and that's just the result of the blocked hits being unblockable, either his medium or his lights. I don't remember where in the fight, but you're going to see even then that he hits pretty hard. Now, I don't think I have any boosts on at this point. Yeah, I don't have any boosts on at this point, just because I really save those for war. That's my priority. And Sim Supreme really handles this fight very, very well. So you're going to see here, all I'm doing is baiting out specials. I got lucky there. He didn't hit me with the light. He hit me with a medium dash. But he's just being a little stingy. And the closer I get to the wall, the worse it is. There we go. Am able to back off. And you can see when Sim Supreme is like tweaking out like that, it is because I'm just trying to launch my L3, so I can make sure that I don't have to worry about his buffs and the unstoppable, etc., but also give him a little bit of power so I can bait a special for an opening. Also, the knockdown really helps with that AI aggression. So now he's in main event, so it is 40%. See, I still don't even know it. And you're going to see here, I get a really poor intercept, so I'm going to take a bunch of damage. I'm going to rotate into an L2, try to use that adrenaline to heal up a bit. He does have Prove Yourself, though, so I got to get back up to 15 hits. I'm going to do a greedy backdraft intercept here in order to make sure my L3 does some damage. But just one combo from the champion here on a 6-star rank 2 Sim Supreme did knock me sub half. So I'm glad I'm alive, but also really, really sucked. I'm lucky. When he does use his special right away, it's like the ideal situation. I don't know what happened here. I must have just been really slow in timing my SP2. So I am going to take a combo to the face. Again, thankfully I live. But I'm not even really able to do a full punishment on the SP2 there. I get a super greedy dash in, dash out, and if that hadn't panned out well, I would have been the end of the fight, but I felt like I needed to go in for that aggression. It worked really well. I got a stagger. It brings me up to an L3. I'm able to kind of re-rinse the fight and get back into it, because now I don't have to worry about that unstoppable repeatedly triggering. I'm able to go in, get my aggression in. I need to get a really good punish in. Thankfully, he drops his heavy, and then I rinse my L3. At this phase, I do know that if you stagger him, you take a lot of direct damage, so I really want to get him to 10% as fast as possible. And being at 7%, once I get him to that 10% phase, I don't even really have the health pool to safely take any blocked hits. So with this SP2, I get him to the 10%. I'm at 5%, and I take a blocked hit already, which is not good. I think I'd take another one somewhere in here, just like at a bad timing here. So he hits me down to 1%. Adrenaline brings me back up just the bare minimum I need, and I'm able to get the first dex. Thankfully, it's only 3 these days, so I'm just trying to get that proper distancing. If you distance from the L1 properly, you can get a super safe and no blocked hit dex. I just having a little trouble getting that spacing right because I've never actually practiced it. So I'm just hoping I can manage it. And this whole time I'm so nervous. I'm like 2% in a dream. Actually turns out 1% in a dream. So he literally hit me down to that bare minimum, and I'm just launching my L3 over and over again because I gotta make sure. Because if that L3 and he drops his special, or if I can get him to an SP2, the SP2 is way easier to dex without taking any blocked hits. Because he just gets so much distance on the dodge. I think I get one more dex here at the beginning of the SP1. Worked really, really well on the convenience. I'm still trying to get it. I'm too scared because if I take one more blocked hit, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead. So even though I could go a little greedier, try to dex one of these early punches, I want to make sure I'm dexing that headbutt. Because it's that headbutt that's really, really safe to dex if you can get the distance right. But I'm just a little too far. Crazy. This whole time I'm thinking 2% in a dream. 2% in a dream. It's a good time. Well, it's a good time because it worked. I went in for a really greedy dash in, try to dodge the headbutt at the end. I finally get the dex on that distance there, and I'm able to jump in, drop my L2, and there's just so much satisfaction in the last fight that he knocked me down to 1%, and I was able to come back and get the one shot. So, for all of how the misery that was Act 6 and 6.2.5, the class gates just being absolutely terrible, it is really nice to have this exploration done. And you're going to see me rip through these rewards because I'm not a slow crystal opener. I've never really have been. I'm going to start off with the 5 Cavalier crystals. Pop those open. Surprise, surprise. Nothing. Cav crystals have not been nice to me lately. I think I've popped like 45 or something, and the best thing I've gotten so far is a 6-star Cyclops. That's like my last 45-50. And even then, so I popped like 10 for Odin, 25 for Iabom, and then another 10 from Jabari, and the 6-star Cyclops all I got. This is my Nexus. Look at that. On one hand, it's all cosmics, and I need a cosmic to rank 3. Who would you pick here? Who do you pick here? I pick King Groot. Maybe I could have picked Captain Marvel. There might have been a potential there, but King Groot, because like I don't know, he's a meme at this point at least. Maybe I'll rank through him one day for giggles. I'll pop open the 6-star Awakening Gem. I have a need for it in every class. Mystic, arguably the worst, but because I see Mystic as a future prestige fodder, it's actually really, really good for me because I'll just hold on to it until I get Doom or the future Mystic. Tech Catalyst on my T5CC. That's actually a second one for me. It's not bad because I know I'm dedicating one to Warlock, but I'm not too sure where I'm going to put this new Tech 5 CC. I pop open the 25% crystal, and that's Mystic, which is awesome because I think, like 22% or so away from a Mystic form. So that does mean I have a Mystic T5 CC, which I've been waiting on. I'm going to go ahead and pop open the 5-star crystals. I have just enough for a featured, and I think about it, but then I just take a quick look, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm a basic spinner. I don't really do featured, and this featured in particular definitely ain't enticing. So I'm going to spin this crystal out real quick, see what happens. Hopefully we get something good. It teases me with the Immortal Abomination. It knows I want it. It teases me with this spin here over to Namor. At least I would have got a Sig Crystal. Cap America. You know, it is what it is. I was here for the Awakening Gem. So now that I have the Awakening Gem, I know what I can do with my rank ups. I'm holding a bunch of tier 5 class catalysts, trying to figure out if I'm ranking up a champion for prestige, what I'm doing. So because it's Mystic, I already have Claire 660 just natural dupes. So I'm going to rank 3 her here. not level her up because I'm waiting on a level up event, but I will pull that trigger. And then as far as what I do with the Awakening Gem, I have like 0% now, like 1 or 2% of a Mystic T5CC. So I will not be investing my Awakening Gem into a 6-star until I'm ready to rank 3 a Mystic. So essentially, at the moment, I think that I will be rank 3ing either Sasquatch or Dragon Man or Ebony Maw, some kind of defender, maybe Longshot just for giggles, but probably not. I'll try to rank up a 6-star Mystic for Prestige, and then I'll awaken them on the spot when I rank 3 them, and I'll dump my 6 stones into them for Prestige. Ideally, I can wait for Doom. I have no problem holding on to this Awakening Gem for a long time. But for the immediate value, I'm so far away from a Mystic T5CC, I'm just going to sit, and ain't nothing wrong with that. As always, though, I hope you enjoyed. I'm glad to have shared this moment with all of you. I apologize for not streaming, but I gotta be clear, I play 2, maybe 3 times better off stream than I do on stream, and I was cutting it a little close on the resources, so I was more focused on getting it done than I was on making an event out of it. But as always, I hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.